Good morning and welcome to the Wednesday morning Be the Light meditation. I am Jan Jorgensen and I'm here in Port Townsend, the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Why do I give a GPS point of where I'm at? Because Rudolf Steiner, the great philosopher in the 1930s, said that it would be the artists in the northwest portion of the United States that enter a zone of simply raising their finger through their artwork and visions and ideations, where the heavenly realm and new possibilities come and they are infused and bringing a new light to the planet to allow the transitions and changes back into systems more attuned with universal goodness and the laws, the natural laws. So that's a little introduction of why we do these meditations weekly, but we want to bring it home to a practical level. We can't just meditate every Wednesday and feel attuned and happy, but then go out and see the world and feel crummy and yell at the Comcast guy or cut someone else off in traffic. It's time for us to truly take this core of light that we've been building and working with it and have it come out and infuse our day-to-day life. So today's topic is about how are you showing up in the world as a transition agent, as a model of a new way of being, allowing for new possible outcomes on the planet. So we're going to take it to a practical level, use our usual Be the Light meditation process, but we're going to ask, how are you showing up physically? How are you preparing yourself, your body, your clothing, your countenance, your energy to be in a body and to send out a resonance of hope and inspiration and light in a world where people are holding a lot of dissonant bubbles of beliefs and behaviors of the dearth and heaviness of things that are occurring now is pretty profound. So by preparing yourself to show up physically, and then we address the emotional realm of showing up in an emotional free space to be present for other people. And then we will address showing up into community, in relationship, and also as a universal citizen. And so often when I'm coaching, I'll have a client say, well, I do really well until this person shows up or I go to this environment. And it's time for us to release our caring of what other people think about us, because believe me, they are holding their own reality, their own story, their own systemic pollution that they're not free. And so by you allowing them to control your behavior the way that you assume they're feeling about you is not correct. We must release and not worry what other people think about us in this point in the journey. So thank you for coming and join the conversation. Other people are showing up in the world the best that they can, and yet you're only seeing, it's like a V, the front of them showing up in that body in that moment. They might be caring for a sick mother who suddenly just got a diagnosis, doing poorly, a sick child, the husband just lost his job, they just lost their job, they feel that they're aging and not pretty. Who knows what is going on in their head? Because you know, you've had that brain funk before and you've shown up and people have judged you. Can we just let this theater be done? Can we just drop it all? Our armoring, our protection, and our glasses of monitoring of who's doing things right according to our bubble. So today's challenge is going to be, as we go into our meditation, to imagine the troublemakers in our life coming into our energy field, and we will disarm and disallow ourselves to feel all of this pushback and angst that keeps us in a neurological state of flight or fight, of fighting for our security and safety and keeping our bubble intact. And believe me, the work that we have done on these successive Wednesdays has prepared you to show up completely naked and vulnerable and transparent in a new way, where you are not a sponge holding your own ideas and other people's energies and reflections and projections, but you're almost like a drainage grate that has lots of pores and holes that things just move right through you. As I say that, how does that feel? Rather than getting filled up and damp and full and just to be something in your energy field that allows things just to flow through, an airiness, a lightness, and just to not take what other people do personally, and you are minding your energy field to not be projecting onto them. Okay, so we're going to drop into our meditation, and today's meditation is of a practical nature, because we are at the point of foot to the earth, pedal to the metal. This is the litmus test that all the work that you've done has an effect, on your day-to-day life. And the resonance, the lightness, the mist of goodness that you bring in on these meditations is now present in your day-to-day interactions and how do you show up. So I did notes today. I made little notes on the ways that we can show up, and we're going to go in and work, as we always do, energetically as we bring these topics up. Okay, here we go. Be the Light meditation procedure is simply a few steps, erasing the old reality and bringing in the happier new self with a higher sense of efficacy and well-being. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. We place a beautiful holon of balance around our body. It's a geometric structure that specifically fits into the grid of all that is. So in this moment, you are suspended and safe and held in a very safe space where it's okay to stop thinking. It's okay to drop into just being, the state with no thoughts, the state where you can reorchestrate the harmonics and frequencies of any aspect of your being. Call in the higher divine guides, the beings of light who've already graduated from the earth plane and have great masteries and great sympathy and compassion for us. And we are making the intention to analyze all the aspects of how we show up and help ourselves show up brightly. I don't know if that's a word. Brighter, more joyful, full of hope, and being the answer and solution for that which is misattuned, misaligned in the earth plane now. So take a deep breath and drop in even a little bit deeper. And just imagine yourself. You are preparing yourself to go out into the world for an appointment, a connection with someone, job interview, Zoom. First, take a look. How have you been managing and holding and preparing your physical self to show up in the world? Are you hydrated? It takes water to work with the transforming electromagnetic bag of cells. Have you done your morning meditation? Come closer to the truth of your being and hold that vibration. Have you washed your face and your body with non-chemical, calming, life-giving, whatever that is for you, products? Ones that assist you to become physically radiant and inwardly healthier, raising your vibration. Adding essential oils, using more pure products that are healing for you and the planet. Have you had a good night's sleep? Or did you stay up really late on some binge or something that has kind of cut short and robbed the energy of you showing up physically, ready, attentively, sensitively, and not distracted by fatigue, a sense of half full? So, part of being joyfully responsible for a physical body is to monitor what it needs and to give your body what it needs. And it's unique for all of us. Supplements, smoothies with additions. Some people are lucky to eat anything and everything, any time of the day. Know thyself and be strong. Be strong so you can show up with attentiveness, and your brain can work at its highest level to sense the resonances in the flow and to allow the miracles that will occur if you only show up in a fully present, health-filled way. Also know that if you're having a health challenge, it has one sole reason: to bring you closer to your own sense of responsibility of your body and to learn a soul lesson. Not bad to be sick or ill. Often it's a gift, something that we can work out of and come out with more sensitivity, more vulnerability, more spiritual alignment. So this is the physical checklist, and these are the items to consider in the morning when you're fresh. How am I caring for my physical being? So let's drop in a little deeper, take a breath, and we will ask and intend to release any old patterns that no longer serve us in our eating, our exercise, our activity, our sleeping, our going a little too far with exercise, staying someplace a little too long past that intuition of it's okay to get up and go, stop talking, that you will monitor and manage your energy field with impeccability and integrity as you would a newborn baby. You protect, provide, and allow it to grow and glow to become all that it's meant to be, and you deserve no less. So, physically strong, emotionally, how are you showing up? Are you showing up dragging the issue into the new situation? Are you making a decision that the way this relationship was before is how it will always be and continue? Are you showing up angry or tired or just watch the news, which isn't such a great idea. I just do it on the internet once a day. Are you emotionally free or are you preoccupied? Think about that. You're showing up with a haze of vibrational, incongruent mess. And if people could see the colors of your emotions, and I have for years photographed my aura, my electromagnetic aura in different emotional states so I can show people. The light can't get in, and you're not thinking straight, and you're not able to be fully present if you are emotionally hijacked by some issue, some person, whatever it is, and it's not worth it. I am going to ask everybody to be sure they're muted in this moment. Thank you. So let's make an intention for ourselves. Take a nice deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. We ask and intend to release any pattern or need to hold on to emotions. We allow this pattern to be disengaged from our mind, our heart, and our neurological system. We are releasing lower vibrational constructs within our entire emotional field. We are choosing to release particles of emotional pain and angst and expectation of more of the same from other lifetimes in our past. And we are simply saying, we are done. Take a nice deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And if it feels right to you, go ahead and tap on your chest. You are letting go of the disappointment, emotional turmoil, and all that that entails with each tap. You are freeing yourself. And relax. Take a deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth, and notice that that purple haze of heavier emotions is dissipating, and you might be feeling a little lightheaded. So make sure that you are grounding your body, that you're dropping down a cord, and that you are definitely still here in this physical body. It might feel a little unusual and unnatural to not be emotionally distracted and heavy and crazy, but it's your natural state to be free. So embrace it and allow it. Feeling lighter does not mean you have to feel lightheaded. Take a deep breath and enjoy more space in your emotional field. Excellent. So now when you show up, imagine yourself going to a meeting, a session, a Zoom with someone who you previously have had an issue with. And the issue can be anything. Jealousy, arguments, control issues. Put this person before you now. Scan your body. We've already done some releasing. And feel, is there any place in your body? For me, it's right below my heart. There's a little clenching. But take a deep breath into that part of your body now. That long-standing story, and believe me, when I ask you to bring someone who made you feel angst, this is a pivotal relationship and perfect for you to release. So breathe a little bit deeper and ask yourself, can I, will I let go? And of course, consciously, you are saying, of course I want to. But we're going to work vibrationally on the unconscious holding grid with the help of the universe all that is. Take a deep breath and go right into that tension, that area, and in your mind repeat after me. I am now choosing to let go. I free this person from this tension and this pattern that I have actually held. I release this person from this vibrational match and role of angst. I am tired of it. I am done with it. I remove this issue, this vibration from my stomach, because that's where we feel that gripping, the stomach lining, my bowels, my entire abdomen, my chest, my upper chest, and now the grievance, the sensitive sadness that underlies it all, the disappointment, that little patch in my heart that has held the Band-Aid and memory of how this person has trespassed against me in my ouchie, not whole part. Take a breath into that and bring fresh, new energy into that space in your heart. We are erasing the initial causative moment. Take a nice deep breath. And now, on this next breath, open your crown chakra and ask that the light of the Creator, the essence, a complete freedom, anointing, release. I am done with it. Allow that gentle light to come down. It's like blinds opening into a dark space. And let that shard of light of the Creator's love for all, because this has been your human personality construct, let this love, unconditional love for all, come down and shine and focus right into that historical ouchie that you just recently has assigned a new face. You've been holding this vibration, attracting this pattern until now, because you are saying, I am ready to show up emotionally free. Take a deep breath and release it fully from all parts of your system. If you need to move your arms or take a deep breath, excellent, beautiful. Your stomach should feel softer now, should be relaxed and feel softer. So here you are, present, and this being is still in front of you. Can you allow yourselves to look into this person's eyes and thank them for helping you get to this place of learning that you can release anything, you can change anything. This person has polished your toolkit. You may have never known this ability to reconfigure yourself to freedom is the highest gift that a human can have. And you are learning it and you will teach it to others. So you essentially are thanking this person for being the thorn in your side. But now you've learned the lesson. You release this person back to the light. And also know, often they treated you different than they treat other people because you bring out that resonance in them. Maybe you remind them of their mother and that trauma. So take a deep breath and release it all. Deep breath. Excellent. So now you can show up into the world full of vitality, ready, and empty emotionally. And if you do that, people will trust you. They will feel your openness, your gentleness, and your presence. They won't push back against that purple haze of emotional issues and be confused by you. and not know how to interact with you. So now, emotionally and physically, you are balanced and set. And now you show up in the community. We have the power every moment, every day, every interaction to show up in the way that we choose. We're at a point where things are not on automatic anymore. We are aware and awake. You enter a new situation, a church, a meeting. These beings may or may not have ever met you. Some may be your best friends. You still have choice, because remember, what other people are doing in their bubble is just for you to observe and allow and enjoy, or to be discerning and to not overlap your bubble as well. So this is how you show up communally in community. And if you are showing up, and if you are full of vitality, and if you're emotionally free, not everybody is going to feel comfortable with that. It might be confronting. It might be too much light. And you're okay with that too, because your presence is the possibility, potential for other people to achieve this state. And when they ask you, you will teach them the tools that you know. This is how we are changing the world. So when you show up in community, you're present, you watch, you allow, and I observe control dramas, personality disorders, and you kind of just allow everybody to be who they are, and you're showing up in a way that is a pleasant presence. And even if you're saying an amazing truth that other people don't agree with, often they can receive it because you're emotionally free. Your voice doesn't have that sticky energy of control and monitoring. It's just, oh, I've noticed this works in this situation. You are a profound change agent in community. So think for a moment of how you show up in community. And often we show up in a timid, somewhat, maybe I'll be invisible or overdo it. I'll show everybody how smart or rich or wonderful or, gifted I am. Think to yourself, how do you always need to show up? As the smart one, the leader. If whatever you think, there you are. That's who you are. If you think, well, I'm going to show up, no one's going to listen to me, you're writing that script. If you show up in complete awareness and freedom and joy, anything can happen. Beautiful things. Elation can happen. If you show up in fear, what will they think about me? You contract, and the fear, again, is an emotional color. And they will not trust you because unconsciously, why is this person afraid of being here? This is the level of attunement that we are working with. And it's not to gain advantage or to be popular or to be chosen for the dance. It's to simply enjoy being in our own radiance, which feels great, and to give other people the opportunity, which, this is profound. Some people have never had the opportunity to be around a person who is calm and in their light and authentic. Not their parents, not their schoolmates. Everybody has been in a bubble of dissonance, of creation, of social programming. I'm going to say that again. You might show up and feel unusual and different to people if they have never met or known a person showing up in truth and light. Try that on. Does that feel safe to be that one showing up a little bit different? I have to tell a sweet little story. I was in a magnificent group of empowered, loving women. Amazing, amazing women. Yet they didn't use New Age language or vibration or anything. They just held that. A Stitch and Bitch group for 30 years. But one day one of them said, Jan, outside of Oprah, you're the most conscious, expanded person we know. And that was interesting because I had never imagined that I was different, that they were seeing me as different. But they still love me. And she meant it as a compliment, but I consider what that might mean. You might be showing up in environments where people are sensing or knowing you're different. And of course, they crucified Christ. Those days are over of the fear of natural power and love. And let's look more at Mother Teresa. No nonsense love. The entire world bows down to her. She has no emotional fear. She does not worry what people think about her. She is in service, a conduit of pure light, inclusivity, unconditional love for all. And everyone bows and wants to serve and support that energy. That is the new model for being the light. 2,000 years ago, a lot of confusion about a person who spoke truth and carried light and just pretty much was benevolent to the bone for everyone. So take a deep breath and imagine that you are showing up now in a community, in a new environment. Feel into that. And how does that feel? And drop in with me. We ask and intend that we remove our old behaviors, filters, and patterns to how we showed up in social situations. We ask that we manage and hold our own energy field in a place of deep kindness. Kindness, neutrality, witnessing, allowing, and loving. That we are showing up as the light of the Creator. Benevolent acceptance of what is and being a model and mentor of what can be without pushing it at anybody or having a card that says, I'm full of light. I'm special. We have enough gurus. We have enough self-appointed special people who do hold light but are using it in that way. So you understand. So take a deep breath. And on this next deep breath, we are going to release any old framework that we use to feel safe, accepted, or be popular, be a leader, get clients, blah, blah, blah. Take a deep breath and let it go. It's just okay to be me. It's okay to be you. And when we hold this stage of unconditional love, believe me, people can see who you really are in your gifts much better than any other scenario. It creates a fairness. It creates a bubbling up of, oh, this person's really good at this. We'll have them do it. You'll get your chance. Everything balances out. This is the fifth dimension. Co-creation and love, and everybody wins. Everybody's smart and talented. And let them express it. Take a deep breath and feel the joy in that. This is what we're moving towards. And the last component of showing up, of course, is how are you showing up as a universal being and messenger on this earth in your daily interactions? And you don't have to say, oh, I'm an emissary of God. I mean, these are all pictures, they're words anyway. What is God? We can't get stuck in the forms, but we must flow with the energy of love. And as a universal citizen, we hold universal laws of protection of the innocent. There are universal laws that a being's sovereign will cannot be manipulated or ridden over. They have been on earth for quite some time. But no, that is now coming to a place of correction. And your presence shows the possibility of that correction in a way that is not punitive and horrific or cataclysmic, but just gentle love until everyone drops their weapons. Your energy field has a natural effect of disarming defensiveness. Take a deep breath, and here you are, full of this divine light. The blinds from Creator Source's light, just pull on that cord and it's fully up. And now the full light of the Creator is coming down within you. This has always been your ability to be full of this universal light. And now we are teaching and working through ways to bring a universal being into the earth plane, walking and talking and shopping, conversing, making appointments, that every moment is lined up in a particle of grace. And this is your life. This is your beautiful creation. It is your artistic, unique expression of Source's divinity through you. This is a magnificent, magnificent creation, an opportunity for you to breathe in these blessings and to just be it. Just be this light. So we have preened and reattuned with this fine-tooth comb your physical realm, your emotional realm, showing up in community. And this also includes community, the intimate partners, the work partners, the emotional relationship with yourself. No more beating up. Everything. All the walls are down of the stuck boxing of everything is open. Now you're thinking, well, of course this feels safe. We're doing it right now. We're in the Be the Light meditation, and I can do it because I'm in this nice little safe cubicle. Okay, that cubicle that we formed at the beginning of the meditation, let the walls down. Our goal is to feel safe, being the light, and to not feel that we must defend ourselves, that we're too vulnerable. In fact, we're so full of light that it's effusive. Is that a word? We're diffusing it out and expanding out, and lower vibrations have no power to come into that field. Lower vibrations always entrain with and defer to the higher vibrations. I'll give you an example. If you put a group of people in a room with Mother Teresa, she's going to have pretty much everybody on board and doing good and nice things after a little while, because they don't see anything. There's nothing to fight against, resist, or be oppositional about. So that's what your presence, your physical, emotional, communal, universal presence commands naturally through the ethers, a sense of goodness, right action, choosing the light over and over and over and over again. So, I hope you're feeling safe and sitting on your sit bones and feeling your body and being present. Now open your eyes, being present, move your hands, your fingers. This is real. This is really real. We're not doing it just in meditation anymore. We are in our bodies, in the world, being light. So this is the end of today's meditation, the Be the Light meditation. We do it every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. It's always free, and it's always at the YouTube, Jan Jorgensen, Be the Light, and Soar, and also at the website, Sound and Light Healing Arts. I want to say just a moment about Soar. If you're watching this for the first time, and I know we have people from around the world that watch this because I have beautiful Nitha seeding it everywhere, that the SOAR method is an idea that people in different places in different countries want to be connected to other people who are holding the same mindology or consciousness and might have a place in their home for people to stay or exchanges. And it's a way of encouraging people to be in groups, to have meditations like this. Maybe you want to lead one. Maybe I'll come in and facilitate the first one so that you're in a circle of empowerment and moving in the ethers by Zoom or meeting in person or providing a bed for yourself somewhere. Which comes to a personal issue is that I'm living in the Pacific Northwest. It's very moist and I'm not used to it. So I'm thinking, I want to go somewhere for a month in the winter and just kind of pull the plugs on the fluid and any mold toxins or whatever. And I said, well, where can I find a place to go? Or where could I trade a room in our house with a room in their house or whatever, or work trade? And I said, I'll announce it on the meditations because who knows who's listening? Who knows? Who knows? So I put it out there. That's the SOAR way, is just to say, well, I have this idea and I need this. And someone might just contact me from like Portugal or Spain and say, I have a cottage. And yeah, I'd love to come and stay at your place for a month or come and do healing sessions, work on my store for me. Anyway, who knows unless you ask. And that's what SOAR is about. And it's SOAR, sounding our authentic resonance. And so by my asking for what I need, I'm putting my authentic resonance of a dream of an interesting, wonderful place to go for a month or so where it's drier. Okay? Maybe you want to come where it's wetter. That's the wonderful thought about this. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording and we're going to come and have a community conversation for a few minutes. Thank you for joining.